Welcome to the Tell Me Something Good podcast. I'm your host, Jelly.
And I'm your host, Jackie. This is a podcast where we talk about self-development, experiences, and lessons that we've learned along the way. Today, we're going to talk about seasonal depression, how we can kind of overcome it, tips and tricks on how we can kind of not have an extreme seasonal depression this year.
Yes.
But first, Jelly, tell me something good.
My something good is just that today's Thursday. This is our first time filming on a Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
We usually try to do like Friday to Saturday, sometimes Sunday. But yeah, just it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We have a weekend ahead.
Yes. We always shoot on Saturdays or Fridays after a long day. We talked about it on the last episode. So this week we're like, let's just get it out of the way this week and have the weekend technically off. And yeah, it does feel weird shooting today, right? And it's still daytime.
Yeah.
It's always nighttime when we come out here. Not for y'all to come and get us, but it is nighttime when we come out here. So yeah, it is nice to be here earlier.
Yeah, and I feel like I have a little more energy. I still have my energy drink because I'm a little tired still. I feel like I'm always tired when we film.
No, I was tired too, but I do feel more energized today than I
same
have in
here.
the last
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks. So it's a good thing.
So just that. So you tell me something good.
Something good is that this week I've been eating healthy. I've been on my healthy shit for real this time. I say that all the time. No, but I'm cooking for myself. I have a friend that we keep each other accountable, and it's fun. I went to Trader Joe's for the first time. Have you been to Trader Joe's?
Never. Where is it at in Greensboro?
It's in somewhere, I don't know exactly where, but it's in Greensboro. But guys, if you have not been to Trader Joe's, I thought it was going to be expensive.
I was about to say,
Girl, it's like an Aldi.
what?
Yes, they don't tell us this.
I think they're trying to gatekeep.
Yes, they're gatekeeping this because I went and I expected to be like, okay, it's going to be expensive. Girl, everything is cheap. Like Aldi prices, not like seasonal pumpkin stuff. You just need to go. I'm like telling everybody, I'm not gatekeeping this. I'm sorry, y'all rich people are trying to gatekeep this. That's how y'all stay rich. But I got to tell the people about this.
And I think, is that where they don't have like food dye and stuff?
I think
I know Aldi doesn't. Or I think Trader Joe's something like that too. Like it's healthier.
they have a lot of healthier gluten-free options. Like they just have a lot. And when I went, I was like, this is like the best day ever. And it kind of motivated me to cook and to just eat healthier because it makes it funner when you have fun foods to look forward to. So this week I've been eating healthy and drinking my water and even trying to get my steps in, even if I don't go to the gym.
I've been slacking this week. I think that's why I feel tired too, because honestly, I've been slacking with my eating.
Yeah, and I think we just got to prepare. That's what I realized, that when I don't prepare, I slack because I'm like, it's late. I don't want to cook anymore. So even just by like marinating my chicken or whatever it is, I'm like, okay, I already marinated it, so I have to cook it now. But just little things. So I'm going to try to master at least 2 weeks and see like any tips and that I can give to you guys in the next 2 weeks of how I made it easier for myself, because it is a struggle.
And I think I'm always like, what do I cook? Like, I don't know.
You gotta keep it basic.
I hate eating the same thing over and over.
I know, but it is, you kind of have to keep it basic, but like cook it differently, I think.
Yeah, true.
But we'll see. Hopefully, no, I will like stay consistent and just trying to start. And then I've also been feeling sick, and I'm like, it has to do with my health. I haven't been getting enough sleep. I've been not drinking enough water. So I'm like, that's why I feel sick again.
Nah.
I know. But honestly, what motivated me was me getting sick again. I'm like, this ain't right.
That was me after COVID, and then a week later, I was back to it.
I know, just because I'm like still getting over my cold right now. But yeah, so that's my something good. All right, let's get into seasonal depression. Do you have it?
Definitely. I didn't really know about seasonal depression until maybe like 2 years ago, and I was like, wait, that's what I feel every time fall comes around.
Yeah, you just want to be home. I know, for me, it's like wanting to be home, which I already am like this. So it's like,
me too.
I'm like, is it seasonal depression or is it just me? But I feel like I'm already like this, but it like goes to, it just gets earlier in the day.
Yeah, it's more extreme, I feel like.
Yeah.
It gives me the excuse of like, well, it's cold out, like I'm just gonna stay in. Or,
Yes.
yeah, but what, so we're gonna have, do we have a certain amount of number? Like,
So we have, let me see, we made a list the other day of things that we can do to overcome it and just kind of help us romanticize our life during this time. And we can romanticize our life even when it's not seasonal depression, which I really want to start doing, because I've been just in my feelings about life being so short. You know what I did last night? I was crying because I'm like, life is just so short, like, and we're not enjoying it to the full extent. And then I saw this TikTok that I reposted it, and it said, every day I imagine myself like I have already died, and I ask God, give me another chance at life.
Aww.
And then, like, and I'm like, what if I did ask God and he's like, girl, you ain't even. But I don't know. I think I need therapy, because I've been in my mind like I've been thinking about death a lot.
I get it like that sometimes too. And I get really sad about not being able to do life over. And like, I'm like, I know so much now, like, like wanting to redo like past mistakes that I've made and being like, oh, I would be here. But I feel like that's part of the journey.
Yeah.
So I've come to realize that, but it's just, I don't know, my mind.
Yeah. The book that I'm reading, it talks about how everyone has like this syndrome, like, imposter syndrome. And there's like this man that goes and he teaches this class about imposter syndrome to people in Harvard, and that he tells them, how many of you think that your acceptance here was a mistake? Everybody's hands went up. They don't believe that they even deserve to be in Harvard. And it just goes to show that even like the smartest people have this. But for them to think that they were a mistake chosen to be there, I don't know. We just need to start enjoying life more, because I don't know. I've just been seeing a lot of like people like passing, and it's just, I think that's what it's been this week. Okay. On to a not so sad note.
Okay, so seasonal depression. How would you define seasonal depression?
I would define seasonal depression as, it gets darker sooner. You kind of want to go in your little comfort of your home and really not really socialize. It's too cold out. I want to be at home. I don't even want to go to the gym because it's bulking season.
Exactly. And then we also, what was I going to say? Also with the time change.
Yeah.
Like it gets around 5:30, like it'll start getting dark, and and I've noticed that, like, I noticed it, I think last year's when I really picked up on it, because I would be like, nah, like it's not real. And I was like, is this just how I am as a person, or is it, but I know it does get worse in the cold time. So I think around this time is when we should focus on, like, maybe do things indoors, reading more. If you're going to be indoors, like doing things that actually help you, not just being on your phone, because that's what I would always do, and it would make it worse.
I think that's my biggest thing too, is all we're doing at home is scrolling or watching something that is not helping us in any way. If anything, it's putting us in that mental state of whatever we're watching. Like, if we're going to be watching and doing things, let it be things that are going to help us become better. Because sometimes I'll catch myself watching like shows that I'm like, my brain is not getting anything from this. It's rotting.
Yeah, because I used to just, like I said before, like, just watch true crime, and it's like, definitely.
No,
like 8 hours a day, that's all I would watch.
Yeah, and me too. There's been a lot of documentaries coming out on Netflix. I feel like the last year, there's been like 5.
Yeah.
And it just puts you in that mental state of like death and...
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, God. Not right.
Okay, so yeah, to me it's being indoors, being on my phone, and just not even doing anything outdoors.
Yeah, I already wanted to socialize. Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate to it too. Maybe you didn't know like there was the term for it, but
Yeah.
You know, if you start to feel blue and stuff, I think these tips will help. So.
And even if you work from home, you know, you do everything at home, and then now it starts getting dark at 5:30. So your day ends kind of, you know, like it just, you go from work to like sleep.
Yeah.
Like, don't forget to live a little in between, you know? And I think we can all fall into that routine of not even doing a hobby, even painting. I have so much paint at my house right now because of our activity we did. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to paint on canvases for fun. But okay, so we have some tips that hopefully can help, and we're going to use them. So let's see. Wait, did you put it on yours, or you can choose one and then I'll say one.
Okay, I have one that's not on there.
Okay.
For like romanticizing your life and stuff, for me, I like making playlists. Like when, you know, like make a gym playlist, whenever you're cleaning your house, make like different playlists to put you in a mood, in a happier mood.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're in a movie, and oh, I love that.
You feel like a main character. Like I've started to listen to like different genres too. Like I think it's like French music. Like it just makes me feel so fancy and just like, especially like the older music, just kind of puts you like more in a mood of feeling like bougie. It just depends on what you listen to, but yeah.
I love that. I've never thought about, that's a good one. I'm going to add that to my list because, yeah, I can see how that could just, even having something positive playing, or while you're cooking, maybe some music, it makes you, I think it just makes you feel like you are in a movie. Like,
yeah,
you are in a movie, your own movie.
Like even Sunday morning, the first thing I do is I have a gospel playlist, and I'll listen to it while I get ready for church, and then it kind of just gets you in the mood for whatever you're about to do.
Yeah, so I've been doing where I listen to just like hype up music before even coming to the podcast. And like I had a shoot today, like before that, and I'm like, okay, let me, because sometimes I'll be on the phone or I'll be watching podcasts or something, and I'm like, let me play some music to kind of get my mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could see how that could help throughout the day. I love that. Okay. One that I have is taking pictures, getting ready, even if you're going outside in your own yard, just getting some pictures. We've talked about this too, is we're not even taking pictures of ourselves anymore. You know, like getting cute, just taking a selfie. When was the last time you took a selfie? Not a boomerang, not no filter, because that's what I do. Like, when was the last time you actually took like a cute photo of yourself? I feel like we don't do that anymore. I haven't. Like, if I post something of a picture of myself, it's like a boomerang but I never post, like, take selfies. So yeah, just getting ready. Even if, honestly, that's on the list too. Just get ready. Yeah. We can put that together. Get ready, because even when I'm sick, if I get ready, I swear I feel better. Like if I stay, if I stay in like my pajamas because I'm sick, I just feel worse. And then even if it just means doing my makeup, fixing my hair, putting it in a ponytail, I seriously do feel better.
Yeah, I think definitely taking more pictures makes you, and then like, of course you want to get ready to take the pictures. So
yes.
Yeah, going along with that, me and my sister, we didn't keep up with it, but like even having a shared album, like we have a shared album that's like Life is Beautiful, and then we just share pictures in there of like the sunset, like just pretty things. It could be anything, like food or anything.
Oh.
So you could do that with a friend, just have a shared album and like share pictures of like beautiful things.
Wait, so y'all take the pictures and then
we just put them in there.
On where? On your iPhone? Like,
yeah, you remember how I did a shared album for us? For the shoot? Like that. Just put pictures of like pretty things, flowers, whatever it is.
Should we start one for the podcast?
Let's do it.
That would. I didn't even know. I know you did it with me, but I've never done it. But if anybody, I love that. We could probably post it on our story. Like, we just need their phone number.
Yeah, I think so.
We could start like a little community of a shared album of things. Kind of. Oh, I love that. And you and your sister would do that? Oh, sweet. My sisters, we don't do nothing. I'm going to tell them we need to start. We go to the table and talk, which I love. But I'm going to tell them I'm gonna tell her, let's start a shared album. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? So,
but it encouraged you to take pretty pictures, you know, like, so yeah, going along with that.
I love that. Okay, let me put that, because we'll talk about it, and then by the time, okay, so that was number 2. Just get ready, take pictures, or even if you're not taking pictures of yourself, take pictures of nature, of whatever it is. Just romanticize it or a picture of your food, of your, if you cleaned up your house and it looks so cute, like of the movie you're watching.
Yeah. The sky, anything. There's so much beauty that you can find.
Or your family. Let's say, like, even your mom eating something.
Yeah,
like you're
like off-guard pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be the goal. I'm going to do that. Okay.
I think starting a hobby is a good one.
Yeah.
So I have my favorite hobby, I haven't done it in a while, is kayaking. Do you have a hobby?
I think my hobby would be, is reading a hobby? Reading.
Yeah, even with reading, like you could go to the park and just lay out a blanket and read your book. Just make it a little, romanticized.
Yes.
Like I go kayaking with friends, and when I was a smoker, like we would go, the lake would be so pretty, and we would just be smoking out there and have our little speaker. It just makes everything so like relaxing.
Yes. Even if we do like a hiking, like one day, like we can look at the weather. Hey, the weather's gonna be nice this day. Let's go hiking. I do want to start doing that. I used to be like, oh, please don't ever take me hiking. But now, like, I appreciate the ability to be able to do things like that. But yeah, I love that. And then even if painting,
yes,
reading, scrapbooking. I've seen where people do scrapbooking, and it's the cutest thing. I used to have a scrapbook.
I did as a kid.
Yes.
I love scrapbooking.
But like even have like monthly scrapbooks. Like, oh, like save like your receipt from the coffee shop and make it into like a pretty sheet in your scrapbook, or a leaf from the outside. But yeah, like starting a hobby. Is there a hobby that you're thinking about doing?
I want to start running. I've been saying it forever, but but I think I want to start, especially with the weather being perfect right now.
Yes, running. Even if you go outside for a walk. Yeah, I've actually been walking outside more now, because I cannot do it in the gym. I'm sorry. I get bored.
Either.
Like, I get so bored, and I'm just looking at the time like, oh my gosh, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. But when you do it outside, it is.
And I think it's better because on the treadmill, I'm usually watching something on my phone.
Yeah, me too.
And outside, it's more like you're just looking around. Like I think it is better for like.
Yeah, and you do feel like the main character. Like the times that I've gone running downtown, I'm like, oh, I play like Bad Bunny or something, and I'm like,
and you feel like everybody's looking.
Yeah,
at you.
I'm like, I'm just made somebody's day. They're probably like, who is she? Hide your mans on when I go out on runs, because we don't want to cause no accidents in the good old downtown. No, we joke around, because one time I went with my sister, and I swear we got honked at like 3 times, but we knew who they were. It wasn't nobody. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to be covering up, because it's a small town. But no, I swear, like when I do go downtown, like Lexi, she does it a lot. And I'm like, do people, because I know her, and I'm like, I wonder if people are like, who is she? Like, who is that mysterious girl running? But yeah, like even
I used to hate it because people would be like, do you need a ride? I'm like, no.
I'm just like, I'm trying to get
like homeless.
One of mine might be that, like even just walking outside, getting 10,000 steps a day. Because when you're in your seasonal depression, the last thing you want to do is be outside.
Yeah.
But making, like, especially if it gets darker earlier. So that means maybe getting up a little bit earlier, getting it out of the way, or going in your lunch break, or getting a walking pad too. People do that.
And I think it is harder. It's harder for us to go outside, but it's when we need it the most. Like that's going to help you like get out of depression. So yeah.
On the next one, it's going to be taking your vitamin D. Have you done that? They say that it's good to do it. The body produces vitamin D after exposure to sunlight, and some vitamin D can also be obtained from food.
Okay, that makes sense.
It says it helps with bone health, muscle movement, nerve function, immune system, inflammation, brain cell activity, hair growth, and heart health. So I guess we had to just take the vitamin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to get me. What was that? Yo, there's something out there. Is it me moving this? No.
I feel like I hear it over there somewhere, but
Wait, there was a car in the driveway.
yeah, I saw.
So maybe it's the downstairs.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, so yeah, taking your vitamins, even if you do take other vitamins, just making sure you're taking them every day. I do take ashwagandha here and there. I try not to do it every day, but it does help. I promise. I don't know what it is, but it does help with my anxiety.
I need to. I've done the like liquid form, but I don't think I've tried enough of it.
Yeah, I think it's good, and maybe it does make you a little bit more like chill, but I'd rather be chill than be anxious. But it does help me. I've been taking it, and I don't take it consistently, but I've been taking it for, I want to say 2 years, but not, I'll go a month without it. And then when I start feeling myself get more anxious, I do, like before work for no reason. If I know
So you can work while you're on it.
Yes, I took one today. It's natural. It's nothing.
Yeah, that's I'm like, am I gonna be high?
It's not
But
like, it's not. Somebody asked me if I wanted to try shrooms.
Oh, I was thinking it wasn't me, but I don't think it was
No, somebody else, but microdose. What do you do it?
micro.
Where they say that you shouldn't even
Yeah.
feel.
I have,
How was it?
but I don't think it was micro.
You started seeing stuff. Yeah, that's not micro. If you start seeing or hearing,
No, I wasn't. It was an experience, but I wasn't hallucinating or nothing.
were you tripping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was not micro. 'Cause you're not supposed to. But I feel like I would try if I knew it was like the tiniest
Yeah.
bit. But I'm really scared about doing that. Okay, so just make sure you're taking your vitamins.
Okay, so another one is decorating your house, making it cozy.
Yeah.
Even though we don't want to stay in the house all the time, but it does make a difference. Like when you are there, you just feel more at home, and just make it your sanctuary. Like make it, add little things, pillows. And also I feel like it's the best time because, there's so many holidays around this time.
Yeah.
So you can make, like what I do with each holiday is I'll make cookies, like, and then I'll have like even the plate, like I'll have it like, right now I have a fall plate, and then around Christmas or, I'll have like a Christmas, like just changing the plate for each thing, or even the scents to candles. Oh, yes. Like I love that little touches that makes it so homey.
I love that. Me too. I'm big on like switching up the candles. Fall time is my favorite candles.
Yeah.
Like everything about the fall, the candles, the colors. Even if you get like a table runner that is orange, that brings it more. I don't know. I love fall decor. I'm big on the candles. Marshall's has good ones. Target. Bath and Body Works has some. They're expensive, but
Yeah, I got one from Marshall's. It was like pumpkin s'mores or something. It smelled so good.
you don't even want to burn it because you don't want it to end. That's me. I'm like, I don't even want to burn this because I don't want it to end. But yeah, I think I love the candles and playing a movie. I did where you play a fireplace on the background of your TV. Even if you don't have a fireplace, just put a fireplace. It has like
it has a little sound of the burning wood. I
swear it heats up my house. When I hear that crackle sound, I'm like, ooh.
And around Christmas, cozy. Like you can put like stockings. Like
yes. I love that. Like just a candle. When you bake. Oh, I think baking is one of my hobbies too. But when you bake, you also like the house smells so good. Yes. I feel so proud of my stuff when I bake. So baking is a fun hobby too.
Yes. But yeah, decorating. Like I love decorating for Christmas. Like it's just my favorite. I think Christmas is my favorite holiday. But yeah, little things like that, playing, like we said, music in the background for each season. I try not to watch like scary movies that much, but I like thriller movies and stuff. Yeah. So, and then around Christmas, I'll have a playlist of movies that I want to watch like every year. Everybody's like, don't you get tired of this? I'm like, never.
Even if it's just playing in the background. Yeah. In December, The Grinch.
Yeah.
I love The Grinch. Hocus
I'll-
Pocus.
Yeah. Like Polar Express.
Oh, I remember in school. Did y'all do that too?
Wear pajamas.
Yes, and the hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe we could do like a movie night where we put it on the projector
Yeah, I
at
wanna
the
get
fireplace. My brother has one. We could do it at my house, like put it and
Yes.
start the fire pit,
One. Yes.
and then have like hot chocolate or
Pajamas. Wear pajamas.
cozy. Yeah, but that's another one that we had on our list was just having like time with friends,
Mm-hmm.
movie night with your friends. And one that I have that is controversial is not buying the coffee in the morning. I think you should buy the coffee. I know it's like $7, like, but if that makes you happy, if that coffee is going to make your morning better, do it.
I think for me, even just having a drink, I don't know.
Yes.
Like,
Having
even
something.
even if it's a Stanley of water, like just having, I don't know, it makes it feel like a little,
It makes you feel like,
my life's together a little
yes,
bit.
like your life's together. But yeah, I know I used to be like, "Ugh, I have a coffee maker at home. Why do I have to spend the money?" But if it's like once in a while, do it. If it makes you happy, if it makes you feel like this,
Like treating yourself.
yes, that $7 coffee. I mean, it might affect you, but don't do it all the time, or even buy the stuff to make your coffee good at home. Like there's so many things that you can buy to make it good. But yeah, get the coffee if it makes you happy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think get the coffee. I don't think I would get it every day. Well, even like I'll go to McDonald's and it's only like $2.
Yes.
Or get the McDonald's app. It's like 99 cents.
Yes, my dad and my brother go to Speedway and they are like, love this. They get, I think it's $1, large black coffee, but it's like so strong. Like it tastes like coffee. It's not watered down, and that's their go-to. And
You like black coffee?
no, but I need to start drinking it because it's
good
healthier for
right?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, because the regular ones definitely hurts my stomach.
Mm-hmm. Or even just adding honey to your coffee instead of sugar and a little bit of almond milk. I like that. Like just almond milk, honey, but you have to. Here's the hack if you do this. Don't pour the honey when the coffee's not warm. It has to be like it melts the honey. So, because then it'll be hard to stir and all that. But yeah, just romanticize your morning with coffee if that's what it is. Yeah, Speedway, McDonald's,
Yeah.
Dunkin', McDonald's app. I need to start using it more. I have it.
Yeah, it has really, like, I get a free coffee at least. Well, for 99 cents, it's always on there every day.
Really?
And then I get a free coffee maybe like twice a week. Like, you get free fries on Friday. Like,
What? Okay. Okay, we
and
did.
it's funny because I had deleted it because there was like on TikTok they were saying how, like, if you got sick, like you couldn't sue. There was like something in the terms. Like right now people are having E. coli supposedly with McDonald's.
From what?
McDonald's.
Do I have that?
What?
E. coli?
What do you mean? Do you have it?
Because I've been sick.
Oh no! Like
What is that?
One person died, and it's
Okay.
like, it's really bad.
What is E. coli?
It's something.
I did eat McDonald's recently, y'all.
I did too. I was like, but I think it was in a different state. But they were saying how it's in the terms of the app that you couldn't sue.
Oh my God. I have all these symptoms.
Oh God!
When you were like, what is it? Hypochondriac? What is the word? Okay.
Hypochondriac.
Diarrhea. Oh, wait. I don't have that, guys. Okay. I don't have a UTI, but I could. It says bruising. I have bruises on me for no reason on my stomach.
No, I think you would be in the hospital.
Okay.
Like,
This is how you get it. Improper wiping.
what? Oh yeah, like it's like somebody touches. I guess they don't wash their hands. It's something like that.
Okay.
But it's funny because I had deleted the app for a long time because I feel like I'm such a conspiracy theorist and like TikTok.
Girl.
And I was like, what if I get really sick and I can't sue them? But then I just re-downloaded it because I was just like,
Well, I'm gonna sue myself because I ate expired sourdough today. What happened? What was gonna happen when I get sick from that?
I feel like I have my stomach, like, I don't know, I have a sensitive.
Actually, it wasn't expired. Well, it must have been expired. I was eating it. I was like, okay. I was eating my healthy eggs with chicken sausage and my bread, my sourdough. I'm eating it, and I was like, there's a green mold on it. And I was so mad. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, y'all, that is so disgusting. That's why I'm like, I'm going to sue myself if I get sick. It can happen, but what can happen if you eat moldy bread?
You probably get sick, but I don't think it is deadly. I don't know.
Okay, because that thing was green, y'all. This is why I need to stop looking at my phone. If I would have paid attention to my food and not my phone, I would have noticed it when I took it out of the bag. But yeah, so the McDonald's app, you could get $1 coffee.
$1 coffee. And free sometimes.
And free fries on Friday? You're lying.
No.
What size? They better not be another little.
The medium.
They're small, way smaller. What
for like
happened?
$2. I was thinking this, like I remember after school, like in high school, me and my friend would go to McDonald's every day. I would get a sweet tea, a McChicken, and a small fry. And it would be like $3.
Yes.
And now a McChicken is $3.
And the fries used to be in like a little paper bag, the small. Now they're like in this little container where it fits like 10 little French fries. What is your McDonald's go-to order now?
I hate to admit it. Somebody messaged me when I had supposedly the snack wraps are coming back, and I shared it on my story. And somebody's like, "You're too pretty to eat McDonald's."
Bye.
And I thought people do frown upon McDonald's.
I love McDonald's.
I do too. I hate to admit it, but I think the Big Mac is always either the Big Mac or the Quarter Pounder.
Me too. And if I'm feeling extra Big Mac, I get the double Quarter Pounder. I swear, I'm like, might as well get the double Quarter Pounder. It's so good. And then, but if I'm like having like a quick, wait, is that what you get? Is that all you get from McDonald's?
I like the sauce from the Big Mac. So sometimes I'll get the Quarter Pounder with the sauce on it.
Why am I getting hungry?
But I love the fries. Like I think they're just.
I think they're the best. I think they might be equal to Chick-fil-A fries.
Yeah,
like
I feel like
equal.
Chick-fil-A is less salt. It's probably better, but McDonald's, I like the salt.
Yes.
Actually,
I think McDonald's might be better than Chick-fil-A. I do. Like French fry wise. My go-to is, Quarter Pounder if I'm feeling like having a meal. Like I'm actually, but if it's like a late night and I'm like, or I just went out for drinks and I go to McDonald's, I get a McChicken, medium fries, and sometimes I get a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I like the cheeseburgers too.
And then sometimes I don't eat everything. I just take a bite.
Yeah.
And then I get chicken nuggets too.
It's hard. I don't know why it's hard for me to eat the chicken there now.
Why?
I don't know.
I think it's so good. I think their chicken. I used to never be into their chicken nuggets, but I think McChicken with buffalo sauce and ketchup, it's so good.
The buffalo sauce is good.
And then the cheeseburger with the pickles and the onion. Okay.
But they did used to have a lot. Like I used to love the snack wraps, the salad. It's like they took a lot away.
Their McFlurries are good with extra Oreos.
But they never mix it up.
Yeah, so they just put it at the very top, right? And the bottom is just vanilla.
Yeah, and I tell them every time, I'm like, when I order, I'm like,
Turn
can you mix it up? And they're like, we can't. And I'm like, yeah.
Have you seen the slander where Wendy's slanders McDonald's? Not slander, what's the word? Like, they made a video. They go up to McDonald's and they're like, somebody's like, it's like a commercial. They're like, can we have the ice cream? Oh, our ice cream machine's down. And I go to Wendy's and they're like, oh, like their ice cream machine is never down at Wendy's.
That is true though. It's funny because they recently said that to me. And I was like, again? They're like, yeah, I know. I'm like, I know you're lying.
I don't want to make it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but anyway, McDonald's, so he told you you're too pretty?
Yes.
Oh no. What do y'all want from us women? But you know what though? When I eat McDonald's the next day, my stomach does go through it.
Yeah. Me right away, honestly.
Mine is like, cause
I feel like within an hour, I'm just like, oh, like I just regret it.
No, but it's maybe because I eat it late at night, like before I go to bed. And then the next morning, I'm like, oh, There we go. But yeah, get that coffee.
Moral of the story is get the coffee.
Okay. We kind of talked about this one already a little bit, but taking phone breaks. We talk about this in every episode. I
We
feel like.
do, and I think it's something we struggle with. I know I do with phone addiction, but I saw this thing where it's showing how to make your phone like black and white, so it's not as appetizing to like, because they were saying like they literally like everything how do I say it?
That they sell to us or they put in our face.
Like they make each app addicting, like without us knowing, with the colors, with the little sounds, with everything. And I'm like, it is so true. It is so hard to get off. And there's some apps that are more addicting than others for me. So yeah, I think making the conscious decision to be like, okay, I'm going to put my phone away.
Be present in the moment, and nothing's going to happen by putting our phone away.
Yeah.
You know, and put your volume, if it means, hey, I'm going to go relax, or go outside, read a book for 30 minutes, but take those I do feel better every time I do it. I'm like, my mind does feel clearer. And when I do feel more anxious or more like in my head, it's when I'm on this phone all day.
I feel like especially around this time when there's just so much going on, like they're like World War III, like it's so much that they're saying. So yeah, I feel like I've been trying to like get off my phone more.
Or put on like timers where you're like, okay, I'm gonna scroll through TikTok for 5 minutes. Another 5, you know, like, and then actually be like, okay, I saw, because there's nothing I don't need to know why Zach Bryan and Brianna Chicken Fry broke up. I don't care. Yeah. But am I looking into it? Yes. Like, I don't care. Who else is on my timeline right now? I don't know. Like, things that I'm like, sometimes there'll be like drama within people that I don't even know. Yeah. And I'll go out of my way to find out who they're talking about.
Me too.
But it's not like, it's just consuming our brain and not adding value to it.
Yeah. And I think I mentioned it in another video how we consume so much. And like, I could not even tell you the last 2 TikToks I watched. Like, I have no idea.
Me either.
Not even the last one. Like, I don't know. It's in my brain somewhere. I don't know what it was. And it's just not good for your mental health.
Yeah. And then you just like scroll, like you listen. Okay, bye. Next. That's so crazy that we do that. Right?
And that's why I think not everybody, but most people, you know, we suffer from anxiety, depression, and it's all like correlated to that.
Yeah. Or even if you are on social media, ask yourself, what am I watching? What am I consuming? Because if I watch videos that are motivational, like I do feel more motivated, you know? So, or advice videos or affirmations, prayers, or if you really want to be on your phone, the other day, I was like, wait, I have the Bible app on my phone, and I just went through it in the morning. If I have to go through my phone in the morning, at least let it be reading the Bible. And then it's already kind of gives you that dopamine.
Yeah.
You're like,
and even the Bible app, there's like a thing on there where it had the verse for the day, and then there's somebody on there who will explain the verse and little things like that.
And it has a prayer for the day too. Meditation. So if you do have to grab your phone, grab it, you know, for something that's gonna stimulate you in a better way.
Yeah.
Okay. Which we're gonna talk about that too. About religion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I think planning seasonal things such as like pumpkin patches. And I was thinking, is this more of a girl thing? Like, you know, I feel like the girls kind of force the guys to like do this thing.
To go to, but even going to like haunted trails, Carowinds, Scarowinds. I think it's just fun.
Yeah, or even planning. I've always said I want to do like a ugly sweater party or like just a little something like that, or a sleepover with pajamas, like for each thing.
I think it's like goes back to like our inner child.
Yeah.
Wanting to do things like that. Because even whenever I was younger, my parents never let me have sleepovers. Even now, to think of a sleepover is kind of weird. Like I'm like, sleepover? What? But it's because of my parents never let me have a sleepover.
Like not even at your house?
they let people sleep over at my house, like, and they would be like, all right, it's been 2 days, they gotta go. My friends would want to stay all the time because I wasn't allowed to stay the night at their house, you know?
Yeah.
But like to have a sleepover, like, I don't know, it just seems like
But I feel like it's just so fun.
yes, we should do it.
Yeah. Like I remember I would have a camp out for my birthday, like, and I still have pictures to look back on, and it would be like I would invite too many people. Like we would be crammed in a tent, like 10 girls in a tiny tent, and then we would. I remember one time we had one. Like we would have them all the time at different people's house, and I think I told a story before. Like we got caught drinking. It's just like little stories of like us. Like now we can look back and laugh, and I remember that time it was like a big deal. But
I swear that's how. Cause so my parents never let me stay the night, but I had like one friend that would always stay the night at my house because her parents didn't care, and she'd be there for like 3 days in a row, and my mom would be like, "No piensa, sus mamás no se preocupa por ellos," and I'm like, "Pues no sé," like, and then my mom would be like, "Y tu mamá no pregunta por ti?" Like I would try to like low key tell her, and she's like, "No, no le importa," you know, and I'm like, and I think I'd have to be like, "Hey, we're gonna go to somewhere, so." What time are you gonna go? You know, because they would love being at my house because I guess because I don't know. Well, I wasn't allowed to stay at theirs, but
and I think at that age you just want to be around your friends. Like
yes, and we would take like beers in the closet, like, chug some. What was it? Smirnoff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would
even
be fun.
as an adult, like just doing things like that is fun.
I've never done a camp out. I don't think so.
I did when I was younger, but not recently.
Yeah, I've never done one, but I would like to do that. But I think we should do something like where we have like movie night, pajamas, good food, some wine or whatever,
karaoke, just a bunch of fun stuff.
This is what y'all. When you get like older, you really do just cherish like intimate moments more than being out at the bars. Yeah, you know.
And then you're like, I can do what I want. I'm an adult.
Yes. And now we do less. Yeah. Like when I was younger, I was trying to do everything. Yeah. And now that I'm like older, I just want to be home. Mm-hmm. But we need to make the effort to do fun things. Yeah. And romanticize our life. Okay, I do want to talk about, on my TikTok, I saw something about this girl that was kind of talking bad about people who go from one thing, bottle girl, to Christianity from one day to the next, right? And they were kind of judging people who do that. And I think that everyone has seen that happen, you know? I think we've seen like people that you're like, wait, now you're religious? Yeah. Like, what's going on? What do you think about that?
I think that's how it happens. Like when you have an encounter, it changes everything, and you kind of want to talk about it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I get it.
And I was looking at the comments, and it was saying, yeah, I don't trust people who go from doing bad things to being this Christian girl that goes to church every Sunday. Like, it usually means that they've done something they feel bad about. And I'm like, we've all done things that we feel bad about. And the only thing that I can say about this is if you're someone who did have a switch up, you know, like, hey, I used to be, maybe
I did,
me too. And even as mine's still like developing, but I think if you're judging others, knowing that you've done these things, that's when I'm like, who are you to judge? You know, even if you haven't done these things or whatever, I always think that who are you to judge? But I don't think there's anything wrong with changing your life around. It's because people want to keep this version of you in their head.
Yeah. And I think that's something that Satan wants you to think, like, you can't change. Like, you know, I mean, honestly, that's what it comes down to. But you can, no matter what. And yeah, like I said, I'm still developing my relationship with Jesus too. I'm not perfect or anything, but I do feel like it was kind of, people probably like, what? Like, this is a new person, and that's the point.
Yeah. And it's not always an act. People think that it's an act. They'll say, oh, they're just pretending, or they're just doing this. And if your content is more like based on God or, you know, in Jesus, then that's what you want to do. And no one can tell you otherwise. If you're not putting anything negative out, why does it matter? And that's what I didn't understand, because there was a lot of people saying like, yeah, like this girl used to post this or used to be a bottle girl, and now all she talks about is Jesus. Like, girl. And or I did see some comments that were like, when you go through something and you realize how God has helped you, you want to let others know, like, hey, this was my experience, or this has been my experience, and you want others to get there. But you also can't force it. You cannot force people to get there. They'll get there when they get there. But I think one way to go about it is to be you in your energy, show who you are, and maybe they'll get curious, like, why are you always so happy? Why are you always so, and you can be like, God.
And I think those stories to me are more interesting. Like people who grew up in the church, who never strayed away, and then they're always like that. To me, it's like, okay, you're perfect, you know?
You've known it since you were born.
But people who, like, I've seen porn stars who turned to Jesus, and I'm like, wow, that to me is amazing, you know? And it's more inspirational to me, and it's like, wow, you know, I can turn to Jesus.
And people will try to tell you, you're like, kind of put imposter syndrome in you, because you will be like, wait, am I faking this? Like, is this because people think I'm faking it? But you're not. If you're changing and you're evolving, people are not, a lot of people, even the closest people to you, are gonna not believe it, because they've known you more than anybody else. I think it's harder for the people who are closest to you to be like, oh, this is not who they are anymore. Like, no, you are that person I remember. You're not this. But no, you just gotta stand firm on what you believe in and just be you. But you are gonna be judged when you try to make changes. We're, like we say, we're still learning. But if you are on the boat of being judged right now because you are making a change, then let them judge you.
Yeah, and everybody's learning along the way, I think. So you said she was getting a lot of hate?
Yeah, they were saying, like, how can she be out here preaching about Jesus if she was just doing bottle service like 6 months ago or something like that. And to me, even that was like, bottle service that's not even that bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. I think it just opened my eyes to the fact that you could be doing something good for yourself and people are going to judge you either way.
So
you know? When she was doing bottle service, I'm sure they were judging her too. Like, damn, she over there with her booty cheeks out doing the bottle service. But I think to me what was crazy was how many people were agreeing with it. Like,
and I think a lot of people would just jump on the bandwagon. Like, they'll read the comment and be like, oh, let me pitch in my hate. Or that's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, because I think that's the part where I'm like, because I was like curious. I'm like, do other people think like this? A lot of people do. And I'm sure maybe back then I maybe would have thought like that too.
Maybe.
Not to the full extent of making a video and posting it, but...
Or even commenting. I think a lot of things I would just keep to myself.
Yeah, like, I'd be like, what's going on? But I keep it in my brain.
Yeah.
But I don't let it consume me to the point where I'm making a TikTok about it, you know? But we just need to... I need to get it off social media for a little while.
I think I did too.
Right? Because I think even watching stuff like that, it gets in your head. You're like...
Yeah.
And then I kind of was like, do people think that about me? Because now I'm starting, you know? But then I'm like, and so what if they do?
Yeah.
And so what? Yeah, if you do go through seasonal depression, I think it happens to so many people. Just try these little habits, or I don't know, switch up something in your routine. Wake up earlier if that means, you know, because now we have more sunlight in the morning.
Yeah.
So maybe it means going to sleep maybe just a little bit earlier, waking up earlier, but taking advantage of the time that we have awake. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I think, was that everything? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. We love you. Bye.
Bye.